welcome back to this week's video. This week is a little bit different. For starters, it's International Women's Day. Happy International Women's Day, everyone! And secondly, it's not actually going to be a weekly vlog. It is a video celebrating the start of a new series that I have been chatting about for a long time. I thought this would be an absolutely great day to start. One, I met so many amazing people doing this kind of work, and when I was thinking about other series to put on my channel, I really wanted to highlight and celebrate women working within the creative industries. So I've decided to start up my new series, which is called You Go Girl, which basically is interviewing creative women from all different industries. So it could be someone who's in advertising, someone who's an interior designer, someone who's a pattern maker, and basically every episode will feature a different person working within a different part of the creative industries. And the reason that I wanted to do it for women is because I feel like when I was looking online and looking at kind of like different video ideas, I couldn't find something that highlighted women who were successful in their own right, but they weren't like CEOs, or their story was so unique that obviously people wanted to tell it. I wanted to focus on people that are smashing it in their own right, but at the same time are like you and me. And I think that they're such important stories to tell, and I'm just really excited to share them. I've got some amazing women lined up, and the reason that I wanted to launch it on International Women's Day, one, because it's a series around women, but also because I wanted to share a little bit about my story, but then I wanted to hand it over to you guys. A couple of days ago I actually asked people on Instagram to send in some messages for International Women's Day and for this video, basically just saying about women that inspire them in their lives and why they inspire them, and also a quote that could be written by a woman that inspired them also. I just think International Women's Day is about celebrating women and other women in general. It's not just about women celebrating women, it's about men celebrating women, and just sending out a really positive message, which I hope that I'm going to send out with my series as well. So I thought I'd start this series by basically chatting a little bit about me and kind of like where I came from, how I ended up here, and just in general, just a little introduction. When I was at school, I was always super creative. I really enjoyed art. I was no good at drawing whatsoever, but I was always really interested in the arts in general. And when I went into sixth form, I was unfortunately the only person in my year that wanted to do drama, and they wouldn't allow me to do a whole half-an-hour monologue. So I ended up not doing drama and doing English literature, art and psychology, which in hindsight I think was a good thing. Even though obviously I had dreams of being an actress, in reality I also had other skills as well that I found out when I later went to uni. I ended up at Leeds University and I studied arts management there, and I loved the course. It was only 8 hours of studying, well, 8 hours of like in lectures a week, which is insane. But I really enjoyed the course. It was kind of, we were part of the drama department, and it was a mixture of kind of like business studies with kind of studying the arts. So one of the modules that I really enjoyed doing was one of the practical modules. So we actually went into a pupil referral unit, and there was a team of us, 5 girls, and we went in, and basically a pupil referral unit is a school for kids who have been expelled from mainstream schools. So it's their kind of like last chance at education, and they get more attention at pupil referral units, and hopefully they will come out with some form of qualification, which is amazing. So it was quite daunting when we first went in, and we kind of did loads of different like arts activities with them. So we did like a graffiti workshop, a DJ workshop, a improvisation workshop, which was really funny. And I kind of found out that I was really good at kind of like managing things and working within a team, and I loved it. And then I came to the end of my 3 years at university, and I realised that my course wasn't specific enough for me to go, okay, I want to do this, or okay, I want to do that. And like I hadn't got a degree in stage management, or I hadn't got a degree in costume design. And I feel like that's one of the things maybe that kind of like limited me, or kind of didn't make me have a clear path after uni. So I then, in the summer that I actually finished uni, I started working for my stepdad, who runs a company that makes props for TV and film and events. And it's an amazing company and very, very varied. So I started off as his PA, and I kind of thought I'll do this for the summer and then I'll go and find something else. And I realised that I absolutely loved it, and 6 years later I ended up being the project manager, and I learned how to manage people, and I learned so much just about business in general and also running a small business. And then basically how I got here today is about 2 years ago I started doing the kind of like blogging thing and social media thing alongside Steve, my husband, who also was doing it, and I got kind of into it. And I decided to go down part-time at my job for my stepdad, and it was quite hard to do two things at once. Some people completely like have a full-time job and can do blogging alongside, and they are like superhuman. But I found it really hard, and I found it hard to focus on two different things, and I was kind of doing both of them not as good as the other. So I kind of decided to take the leap and thought it's now or never with the whole social media thing, and I'm gonna go for it and just kind of see what happens. For the first 6 months, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of treated it like I was on holiday and didn't treat it like a job. And that's one of my main learning curves in the last 2 years, is the fact that actually you need to treat whatever you're doing and whatever you're doing to kind of earn money as a job, and give yourself a schedule and work to kind of like a goal. I kind of felt like I had no goal apart from like floating around the internet. And now I am so happy that I kind of went through that learning process and kind of went, oh, actually I'm not getting paid any money to do this, and I actually need to start working. As part of the series, I'm also going to interview individuals about kind of like their daily routine. So I'm going to take you guys through my daily routine. It's very varied and it's not a normal daily routine. So the majority of the time, if I'm behind my computer, I'm either in a coffee shop or I am in my lounge where I am now at home. I don't have an office at the moment, but hopefully one day I will have an office space and I can decorate it with cactuses and it will be amazing. But on a daily routine, if I'm creating content on that day, I will jump on a train, head up to London and try and visit events that are on at that moment in time in London, and try and catch them at the beginning so I can feature it on my blog and in my weekly vlogs. And so I try and keep on top of things that are coming out, things that are new that I'd love to feature, and things that also I can create content around. So it could be a really cool arts exhibition that I can get Instagrams from and content from, but then it also could be just walking around town and seeing what Liberty has outside in their amazing floral display. It's really varied, and I kind of just blog about anything that I'm interested in, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It took me a while to kind of get used to that kind of non-routine. Obviously I was 6 years of going to work every day from 9 till 6, knowing exactly what I was doing. I had 2 days at the weekend, and now I have to make my own schedule, which actually now I love. And I definitely think the freelance life is not for everyone, but if you are willing to give it a go, it's definitely worth giving it a go. I feel like you have a kind of a sense of duty to yourself to make sure that you've got work and you're busy and that you're doing the best for yourself that you can in your work. And if I'm still up in London content creating, I'll then go to a coffee shop and just kind of sit in a coffee shop which is outside of my flat to get my head outside of the flat, and kind of work for the afternoon and then head back. And that is my kind of like normal day to day, unless I am literally stuck behind a computer or traveling. And that's kind of it for my story. In the series, what I hope to do is kind of discuss more with the ladies that are in each episode about kind of like their experiences working in their industry and whether they've met anything. Maybe it could do with like office politics or kind of competition between people, and how they feel generally as a woman in the industry. I'm quite lucky in this industry. It's a very supportive industry. I haven't personally come into contact with any kind of like competition from women or just kind of any negative feelings within the industry. And I think that's a really, really nice thing. I'm sure it does happen, and I'm sure there are people out there that do experience it. And I kind of want to delve into all of those things so people kind of understand the negatives as well as the positives of kind of like being a woman and being successful, but also the kind of failures you might come into as well in any kind of job. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there because I think I've rambled on enough, but I wanted to just kind of share with you guys my story before I then launch into everyone else's stories and kind of show you guys where I've come from. And I really, really hope you guys enjoy this series. I'm really excited to be interviewing all of these amazing women, and each one is different. Each one's going to have a different story to tell, and I think it's so important to tell different people's stories so you can see different people's perspectives. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Welcome to You Go Girl, and I'm going to leave you with the messages from these guys. Enjoy!
To single mothers who raise children alone or with limited community around them, your bravery, your hard work, your love, your determination, your selflessness, all that inspires me.
To my favorite woman, you are strong and you are beautiful, and you are the light when my life gets dark. You should always be proud of who you are.
Okay, one of the most inspirational women in my life is my nan. She is around 90 now, and she is still out protesting every weekend against this and that. But I think the way she stands up for what she believes is right, stand against what she believes is wrong, is remarkable, and she played a huge part in the anti-apartheid movement in London back in the day. So I think I get a lot of my opinions from her.
I love this Maya Angelou quote: "A wise woman wishes to be no one's enemy. A wise woman refuses to be anyone's victim."
Hey there, this is Dave Erasmus, and I am at Brenda's cottage. And Brenda is my hero for International Women's Day. She lived here until she was 87. She's had to unfortunately go to an old people's home now, but she lived alone for the last 30 years of her life, half a mile from any other building, down a muddy track, and she lived here alone. And I don't know anybody at all in their right mind who would do that alone these days. She was hard as nails, and a very inspirational figure who a lot of people loved and respected in the area. So definitely a hero for me today for this year's International Women's Day.
Hello, my name's Lydia and I've got two daughters, Thea, who's 4, and what's your name?
Hetty.
And how old are you?
2.
So I feel an amazing amount of responsibility to bring up my girls strong and free and confident to do what they want to do. What would you both like to be when you're older? What do you want to be?
Transformer.
A transformer? What did you say earlier? What you wanted to be when you're older? You wanted to be a
pilot.
A pilot. What did you want to be when you're older? What's that?
A lion.
You want to be a lion? Well, you can be a lion. Okay, say Happy International Women's Day. Woo! Girls.
Hello lovely ladies from all over the world, my name is Nelly. I'm sending you greetings from Manila in the Philippines from my hotel room, and I just wanted to spread the message that today is Women's Day and it is a wonderful day. I did not celebrate it in the past, but this changed because last year I got empowered by so many amazing women out there, and I just believe that if we want change we have to take action. So we have to stick together more and encourage each other and take actions to change for good, because change can be good. It takes time, it's a roller coaster to live a life of happiness. Alright, that's it. I just wanted to share a few words with you. I wish you a very happy Women's Day. I love you guys. Sending you lots of greetings. Bye.
Hi, my name is Jack. I would like to celebrate the women around me in my life. I am surrounded by strong, caring, selfless women who remind me and are my examples when I want to be more caring, selfless and strong. So to my wife, my mother, my sister, and all the other women that are around me in my life. I thank you and I love you. Okay, bye.
Hey, I'm Nicole Eddy and saying hello from South Africa. I'm going to try very hard to not wobble my phone. But my inspirational woman would most definitely have to be Jane Goodall. For those of you that don't know who she is, I'm really hoping that most of you will. She is a conservationist, an anthropologist. The list kind of continues for a while, but she's most well known for her extensive research and knowledge about chimpanzees. I think that she was instrumental in a pre-feminist era, and she was definitely a huge role model for young girls such as myself, where she worked in a very male-dominated scientific field, and she was leading and paving the way, and now she is a celebrated hero. So yeah, without a doubt, hands down, praise Jane Goodall.
Hello, my name is Steve and happy International Women's Day. This is just a little shout out to all the ladies in my life, whether it's in my family or my friends. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for showing other ladies that they can achieve their goals and do what they want to do in life. And here's to the most influential and inspiring woman in my life for showing me that I can achieve my goals and constantly supporting me and always being just a breath of fresh air in any room that she's in. Alexia, I love you. I'm so excited for your series. You go, girl. It just goes to show the type of person that you are, putting out a series like this and trying to inspire, you know, younger girls and women all over the world. So yeah, thank you. I love you, and you go, girl.